This is TechCrunch. With the AI infrastructure push reaching staggering proportions, there is more pressure than ever to squeeze as much inference as possible out of the GPUs they have. And for researchers with expertise in a particular technique, it's a great time to raise funding. That's part of the driving force behind Tensormesh, launching out of stealth this week with $4.5 million in seed funding. The investment was led by Laud Ventures with additional angel funding from database pioneer Michael Franklin. Tensormesh is using the money to build a commercial version of the open source LM Cache utility, launched and maintained by Tensormesh co founder Yiwa Chung. Used well, LM Cache can reduce inference costs by as much as 10 times, a power that's made it a staple in open source deployments and drawn in integrations from heavy hitters like Google and NVIDIA. Now, Tensormesh is planning to parlay that academic reputation into a viable business. The core of the product is the Key Value Cache, or the KV cache, a memory system used to process complex inputs more efficiently by condensing them down to their key values. In traditional architectures, the KV cache is discarded at the end of each query, but Tensormesh co-founder and CEO Junchen Jiang argues that this is an enormous source of inefficiency. He said, "It's like having a very smart analyst reading all the data, but they forget what they have learned after each question. Instead of discarding that cache, Tensormesh's systems hold on to it, allowing it to be redeployed when the model executes a similar process in a separate query. Now, because GPU memory is so precious, this can mean spreading data across several different storage layers, but the reward is significantly more inference power for the same server load. The change is particularly powerful for chat interfaces, since models need to continually refer back to the growing chat log as the conversation progresses. Agentic systems have a similar issue with a growing log of actions and goals. In theory, these are changes AI companies can execute on their own, but the technical complexity makes it a daunting task. Given the Tensormesh team's work researching the process and the intricacy of the detail itself, the company is betting there will be lots of demand for an out-of-the-box product. Jiang said keeping the KV cache in a secondary storage system and reusing efficiently without slowing the whole system down is a very challenging problem. We've seen people hire 20 engineers and spend 3 or 4 months building such a system. Or they can use our product and do it very efficiently." On Thursday, Palantir said that it had struck a partnership with Lumen Technologies that will see the telecommunications company using the data management company's AI software to build capabilities to support enterprise AI services. The companies are calling the deal a multi-year, multi-million-dollar strategic partnership, but Bloomberg reports, citing anonymous sources, that Lumen is going to spend over $200 million on Palantir's tech over the course of several years. The agreement will see Lumen pairing Palantir's Foundry and artificial intelligence platform with its own edge computing, broadband infrastructure, and other digital services. The partnership comes as Lumen tries to transform itself from a traditional telecom provider into a more modern tech infrastructure play. The company said back in September that it was collaborating with Palantir to integrate the latter's Foundry and AI software and services into its operations, finance, and technology functions to transform its network and services with speed. While Lumen would not confirm the deal value, its spokesperson, Joe Good, told TechCrunch in an email that the company's use of Palantir's tech was a material contributor to achieving $350 million in cost reductions this year. He added that what the companies learned during that collaboration informed their decision to take their partnership to the enterprise market. Lumen has committed to reducing expenses by $1 billion by 2027, and it says it is already ahead of plan. Good said, Palantir demonstrated that its Foundry and AIP platforms could unlock Lumen's data faster and cheaper than traditional data lake migrations, and together, we're pursuing solutions to help large enterprises do the same. For Palantir, this is the latest in a long string of deals for which it has partnered up with companies and government organizations of all stripes to sell its AI products and services, including the Lumen deal. Palantir has struck 19 partnerships this year alone across aviation, healthcare, telecom, contract management, data management, defense, and many more sectors. Katie Johnson, CEO of Lumen Technologies, said, "By bringing AI into real world operations through a connected ecosystem, we are empowering businesses to reinvent how they operate, compete, and grow." That's it from TechCrunch. For more stories like these, check out TechCrunch.com.